our top story. There is a new political twist in Pakistan. This time it's around the new army chief. Pakistan has always, of course, we know the Pakistan Army Chief has always interfered with politics in that country, and this new appointment is no different. Lieutenant General Asim Munir will be the country's 17th Army Chief. He will replace Qamar Javed Bajwa, whose term ends next week. Lieutenant General Syed Asim Munir is a 4-star rank general currently serving as the quartermaster general in the Pakistan Army. He's also currently the most senior officer amongst the list of generals who were in the race for the Army Chief's post. He has also served as the 23rd Director General of the ISI, but his appointment has been mired in controversy and surrounded by political drama. Munir will have to withstand political turbulence, particularly caused by the ruling PMLN and the PTI. Why is that? Asim Munir has been personally handpicked by the country's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and reports suggest he is said to have taken this decision after consultations with his brother, former Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. Munir is considered not close to Imran Khan. Imran Khan, of course, is currently out of power in Pakistan, but one of the founders of his party, Arif Alvi, is currently serving as Pakistan's president. Arif Alvi gave a nod for the appointment of Asim Munir as the army chief only after meeting Imran Khan in Lahore. Does this mean Imran Khan still holds an important position in Pakistan, or is he trying to fill the gap between him and the army? These are questions which will be answered only in due course. But what we do know is that there are a series of problems that Pakistan currently faces. Its economy is in shambles. Pakistan is looking for financial help from China and the International Monetary Fund. Months ago, Pakistan witnessed one of the most devastating floods in its history. It is still in talks with the IMF, seeking flood assistance, but the political drama is what the lawmakers in Pakistan seem to be prioritizing above everything else. For more on this, we are now joined by our Pakistan Bureau Chief, Anas Malik. Also, we have with us Raja Faisal, journalist and columnist, joining us from Islamabad. Anas, if I could come to you first. Now, last time Imran Khan had opposed Bajwa's choice for ISI chief. Many believe that was at the heart of the tensions between him and the army, which eventually led to Khan's ouster from power 6 months later. Therefore, is Khan currently facing a catch-22 situation vis-a-vis the army? Is he now likely to dial down his confrontation with the all-powerful institution?
Well, practically, Neha, he has dialed down the confrontation with the military. Just a short while back, we saw the statement coming in from the PTI Central Media Department, and the headline is, "We welcome the appointment of the new army chief and the new chairman joint chief of staff committee, the CJCSC." That is the headline. That signals that Imran Khan would want to reset ties, and rightly so. This is a make or break moment for Imran Khan, whether he wants to continue the confrontation he had or he was implying with an institution, the armed forces, or whether he would want to boil down and dial down on his narrative, and looks like it that he wants to cool things down, to move forward for a new and fresh start. Do you understand that his core demand of holding in early elections remain, and that is something that has been reiterated in the PTI statement as well. But by and large, this move or this appointment will be seen as an opportunity, as a win-win for Imran Khan, or rather as a face saver for Imran Khan, to crudely put it, so that he can have something to say, something to boast about, and say have a face saver as well, while saying and reiterating that, look, there's a new leadership in place. There's new military leadership in place. We poise our faith in them. We pose our faith in them, and we'll see when to come back next. We'll give them some time, and we have Pakistan is already on the verge of elections in less than a year's time now. So we have entered the election season, and this is a win-win, or rather a face saver. Depends on how one sees it, for Imran Khan.
Very interesting. So Imran Khan, Anas, you believe, has already decided to dial down his confrontation with the army, and this comes as a face saver for him. But focusing on the army itself, Anas, when General Bajwa says the army will be apolitical. Isn't it hard to buy that claim given that Pakistan has been ruled by military dictators for half of its entire history? Is that really going to change under the new army chief?
Well, that's it. That's a catch-22 situation for the incumbent army chief, and he would be having some really big shoes to fill, some really big walk the talks, as one would put it, because General Bajwa has just made his statement yesterday, where he has reiterated that this is an institutional decision and not an individual-led decision to stay away from politics, because that is what leads to critique from the general public and this sentiment of animosity within the general public. So therefore it will be very interesting his initial decisions, as in when on this 29th of November when General Asim Munir takes over. That would be really interesting to see that his first of the decisions that come in, that whether or not truly is the command under him, are they actually walking the talk and are they remaining apolitical or not. That this statement will be taken with a pinch of salt. We've seen a lot of critique on it, we've seen a lot of skepticism with it, but as they say, hold your thoughts, hold your nerves, and let's wait for the new chief to come in, to formally take in the command, and then move forward, and then one can observe in true essence whether or not the military is walking the talk.
Will the military walk the talk? That is a million-dollar question. Anas, thanks very much for joining us with all those details. All right, let's now go across to our guest, Raja Faisal, journalist and columnist, joining us from Islamabad. Raja Faisal, thanks for speaking to WION. Let me ask you this. Now, Imran Khan, as we know, has taken on the army in recent months. He, in fact, said time and again that the new government that comes to power after the next general election should ideally appoint the army chief. Today, Pakistan's president gave his nod to the army chief's appointment after consultations with Imran Khan. What does that tell us about Khan's role and stature in the current political scenario in Pakistan?
Neha, very good question. And if we look at, of course, Imran Khan's demands, they started about army and obviously back in March and April, when he expected from the ISI and obviously ISI being the spy outfit of Pakistan Army, he expected them to of course, retain whatever the allies of PTI government were at that time. But somehow, of course, Army had decided last year that they will be strictly apolitical and they will not take any sides of any governments or any opposition. They just wanted to, stick to their business. And that's what they are doing right now. If we come towards today's appointment, of course, there were political, politicization was being echoed from different media corners as well. But if we look at the demands of Imran Khan before today's appointment, of course, his demand was that whoever is top in the list should be Chief of the Army Staff, and the next one should be obviously Chairman Joint Chiefs of Staff. And that's what has happened today, actually. And if we look at the merit, of course, today's appointment of Sayyid Asim Munir, General Sayyid Asim Munir, I think it is very befitted. Why I say this? The general who has took the office, obviously he's going to take the office in 3-4 days time. He has been serving in military intelligence. He was DG MI. Then he was DG ISI. If we talk about Corps, he commanded the Gujranwala Corps, which is one of the very important corps of Pakistan. And right now, of course, he was quartermaster of GHQ. So all of these appointments, they were very important appointments. If we look at the merit, of course, his name was right on the top, and rightly so. That is why his name was put by the current government. I think it was an excellent decision by the government, and equally from Imran Khan as well. He has accepted it, and his party has accepted it, and his president has done so as well.
Let's dwell on that point a little bit further, Raja Faisal. It's interesting how you say that Imran Khan has, in a sense, had his demand met. He has accepted the decision. My colleague Anas Malik there mentioned that this is a face saver for Imran Khan, who has been on the warpath with the army. But let me play the devil's advocate here. Some might ask, is the appointment of Lieutenant General Asim Munir actually a setback to Imran Khan, given that it was Imran Khan who was Prime Minister, removed Asim Munir as the ISI chief 8 months after his appointment and replaced him with someone close to him. And as we know, regardless of what they may say, army chiefs play a very crucial role even in elections in Pakistan, and the next election is not too far away.
Neha, very good question once more. If we talk about, obviously, DG ISI General Munir at that time, if he was removed from the office, I think whatever the Prime Minister of at that time did, he did on the advice of then Chief of the Army Staff, because at that time, Chief of the Army Staff, obviously he might be having, some other ideas going on in his head that he wanted to have after the promotions of Lieutenant General Faiz Hamid, who was obviously a DG counterintelligence at that time when he got promoted. So obviously he wanted him to continue in the ISI slot. So he became DG ISI. So probably it was entirely something to do with whatever the ideas General Bajwa at that time he was having, and I think it had nothing to do with the Prime Minister of that time.
All right, it's interesting. You say it had nothing to do with the Prime Minister at the time. However, many believe that it was that very decision that set Imran Khan on the warpath with the then Army Chief General Bajwa. But I guess these are issues that are going to be that will continue to be debated in and outside of Pakistan. However, the bigger question is, what does this new appointment mean for Pakistan? Thanks very much, Raja Faisal, for joining us.